Good evening. How is everybody tonight? This is Card Creating with Jean. My name is Jean Ducrow, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And welcome to Tips Tuesday, or see what kind of tips I can give you, or tricks, or whatever. I am coming live to you from McFarland, Wisconsin, which is 2 miles south of our state capital of Madison. And I'm hoping you have had a great day. Getting a little cool out there. I was planning on a walk today and decided not. Just couldn't bring myself to do it. So I ended up staying in. But I had plenty of time to work down here in my craft studio. So anyway, if this is the first time that you're seeing me on Facebook Live, then please click the follow button so that you are notified the next time I go live. I do lives on Tuesday night at 6 and Sunday nights at 6:30. And you'll be notified with, I usually do a post ahead of time saying that I will definitely be going live. And then you'll know when to tune in. After I do a live, I normally wait a couple of days and then I repost the live onto YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube and want to be notified when I post another video, please click on the bell and that will notify you when another video has been put on my page. So, and if you do want to watch it live, just look on Facebook. And it's Card Creating with Jean, with the first C capitalized and the first initial of my name capitalized. So, hi Lori, welcome. Hoping you're having a good day today. I was saying that, oh, thank you very much for sharing. I so appreciate that. It was a little cool for me to go out for a walk today. I don't know, I should have gone, but after staying up until after 1 o'clock in the morning, and I got up the same time that I normally do, I just couldn't bring myself to go out for a walk. Plus, after walking for, I need to drive my route, but I'm walking for 2 hours, and on my treadmill, if I'm really going fast, I can do 3.4 miles an hour. I'm trying to slow down a little bit in my walking, so maybe it's 3, which would mean I'm probably close to 6 miles that I go out. Well, yesterday, what I thought was a callus has become a blister. So I wasn't too anxious and excited about putting those shoes back on. I'm hoping that the sale at REI comes really soon. I know they have one coming up sometime in the middle of the month of May. I plan on getting 2 sets of hiking walking shoes. So I should be set then, and I'm hoping that when I use them for long distances like that, that they are not going to be giving me any problems. So anyway, I put some moleskin on it today, and I put different sandals on that I'm kind of walking around in. Some Keen shoes that they still have a closed toe, but it feels a little bit better. But when I do stairs and things like that, I can definitely feel it. So I'd like it not to get any worse than what it is. But in between that, I did spend quite a bit of time down here. I was able to figure out a fun fold that I'm going to show you tonight that I had on the back burner as something that I wanted to learn how to make. And after I got down here last night, I thought, you know what, I'm going to try working on that. So that's what I did. I went ahead and worked on it so that I could show it to you tonight. It's different. It's a, what is it called? A peekaboo slider card. And I've done 2 of them, so I'm hoping I got enough of it in me that I can get it done, and we can not have too many hitches getting it made. It is a little different. So anyway, I'll get a pencil out because I'm going to need that. So I think I am ready to flip the camera down. Hopefully those that are joining us a little bit later have had a chance to realize that today was the day that the catalog went live. I was so excited about that, and was very happy that I could get my order in right away, and I got notified by 10:30, I think, that my package had shipped, because I did put it down to get to me a little sooner, so 2 days shipping, so that I should have it in a couple of days. And I was just worried with my class coming up a week from this weekend, so that it wouldn't get here in time going the normal routes. So anyway, let's flip the camera and get started. Enough of my jawing. Okay, and I am standing, but don't have the desk up as high as I normally do. So let's see how we can get this arranged. Oh, and I don't even have myself up on my iPad yet. There we go. Okay, so that I can see what I'm doing. Whoop, wrong one. I'm praying this is going to be... Oh, of course, it's going to flop down. This poor thing is getting to the point where it's going to need to be replaced, I think, soon. The part that holds my phone has got a crack in it. And I'm always worried that it's going to... Okay, how far back are we? About to there. Well, I'm going to move my iPad over here so I can see it out of my corner of my eye. But I don't want to bring it down any closer, because I think it'll be okay. I'm going to have to keep reminding myself. So this is a great paper that we're using. As you can see, I've really chopped into it. And we are going to be using it for both of the cards tonight. I love this stuff. I like the colors. I like how it looks, that kind of watercolor look to it. So let me get my first one out here. Grab I got everything cut. Not quite everything embossed. Or die cut, excuse me. Oh shoot, where did that one come off of? Yeah. I wanted to use a little bit more of the stamps and dies in this set, but I did make one card using this one, and I will show you that. It's part of my samples. I've got 2 samples for this card, and but the second one that I made, I wanted to use the one that is this one that we put together. Thought it would look a little bit nicer. Okay. Well, I think that goes with this one. We're going to have to do a little bit of scoring here, so bring this down. This is one of the little scenic vignettes. I had to take off, I think, 1/4 of an inch on this to get it to fit. This piece is 4 by 5 1/4. Will be on the front. This is 4 1/4 by 8 1/4, and I'm going to score that at 5 1/2. Put that aside. I can see I'm going to... This is going to go on the inside, and this is a piece that's 4 inches by 4 inches. And this, I'm sorry, I used the cloud cover for the front, and cloud cover will be on the back, and the center is Misty Moonlight. Did I get that right? I did. Okay, and we're going to score this at 4 1/4. It's 4 1/4 by 8 1/2. We're going to score this at 4 1/4. And then the back piece is 4 1/4 by 5 3/4. And we're going to score it at 5 1/2. Whoops. This way, Jean. So it's going to have a little score mark at the 1/4 inch. Okay. Takes care of all of that. So let's do a little burnishing here. Where is my, there it is. And you want to make sure that the edges are all even all the way around. So it's just about. And then the front one. Okay, this is the front, and I'm opening it up so that this is flattened up. I'm going to go ahead and glue this piece of DSP onto the front. And I'm going to also make sure that it's got a good amount of glue on it, because we are going to punch a hole in this. Get that all nice and even. I had a hard time deciding what color to use with this. The pool party wasn't quite the right color. Okay, this one I have to stop and think which way this has got to go. Okay, this one we are going to put it on the inside in here. I'm going to have to take my sweater off. I'm getting warm here. Okay. So I'm going to take a 2-inch punch, and we are going to punch a hole through this. 2-inch punch right here. Okay. And we are going to put this in as far as it will go, and just so that there's a little bit of the edge of the card showing, like so. And we're going to punch through this like so. And then I'm going to stop and look here. I'm already lost. Okay, we are going to take this piece. I don't think I'm doing it in order, but I think it'll work fine. We're going to open it up for this little piece here is open. We're going to just apply a little bit of glue on here. We're going to glue this piece right to the end here, right up to that fold. So we're extending the length here. You could use tear and tape if you wanted to, but I've just been using the glue and it's worked quite well. Might be a little that squooges out underneath, but just a little bit. So this is going to fold back like so. Alright. So this is what we got so far. This is the middle, this is the back, and this is the front. So now we are going to try to see if I can get this correct here. I'm going to take a pencil and I'm going to draw a little circle on here. I'm going to get it super even. Very lightly. And we're going to punch this out now with the same punch. Got it fairly good. Hi, Shar. Welcome. Okay, and now I'm going to just do the same thing here. Ooh, this one's hard to see. I gotta put it a little darker. There, that's better. Alrighty. We are good. Now, if you get any raggedy edges on here, you can put a ring around it. I'll show you what I mean. We can take, this is the 2-inch punch again. I'm just going to cut a circle out here, like so, and then I'm going to take the 2 3/8 punch and line that up and try to get it as, eyeball it as even as possible. I think that's pretty good. So we have a little ring. And I thought, oh, maybe it would be good to put the blue on this one, and then I've got a, and we can glue that on there just to make it, pretty it up a little. Oops. That would have been catastrophic. Ending up with a bunch of little circles. And that one can go in there. Alright, I'm done with punches. So I think I'm just going to take and add some glue to this. This one's not quite even, but it's fine. Nothing is even in nature even. Hang on a second, I gotta get this big gob of glue off the edge there. Getting down to the end of my bottle here. I'm just going to put this on. I'm going to let it sit just a little bit. Whoop. That's a little much. And let it set up. And we can do some stamping and die cutting. Come here. Have any of you ever made this card before? This slider card? I got it off of a reel from Lisa's Stamp Studio. Oh my gosh, everybody's popped on now. Hi Kelly. Hi Pam. And you know how a reel is, it's in fast motion, and it's like, wow, I really like that. I thought, I think we're going to try that. All right, where'd my little bucket go that's got everything in it? Oh, I'm blind. Here it is. Gee willikers. Okay, so I cut out the chair for us to use in this one, simply because I didn't want to use the other chair to cover up the front of the card, because it's going to go on the front. Alright, so, and I cut a couple of those little guys there, and I used gray granite for the chair. But we are going to add a little coloring on here. This time I'm going to use my sponge dauber. Let's see. I always have to study these because, alright, to see how that turns out. And I'm going to use, actually going to use Smoky Slate. Just because I don't have a sponge dauber or a brush that has that color in that I need. But I did this using this color, and it just adds a little bit, darkens it up just a little smidge there. Hopefully I'm not off camera. I'm sorry if I am. And I was all excited about coming up to Oshkosh a week from this Saturday, and that got canceled. I just found out today. It's like, oh, I'd even bought extra DSP to do the shoebox cards. That does not seem right, but it is. Okay, just get a little there, and I think that's it. All right, I got glue on my finger. What else is new, right? Okay, let's put this guy together. Put a little on here, right down at the bottom. I'm going to put a little bit here. Okay, and a little dab, and a little dab. All right, let's put this one on first. Oops. I didn't get a whole lot of glue on there. Okay. Try to get this down so that those crossbars line up. And the rungs, I think that's what you'd call it, these guys, line up. There. Okay. Now, the other thing that I thought I would do, we're going to put a coffee cup on that. And I also want to do a bird. So there's enough space on here to do both of them. And we will cut them out. Alright, so we'll do the, I think the coffee cup we're going to do in Misty Moonlight. Well, no. I think I'll do it in Secret Sea because I want it dark. It's not going to fill it in, it just does the outline and some shading. And then we will color it in with, well, try that again, Jean. There. That's better. And we will do basic gray for our seagull. Get this put away. It's a little thing of glue that's put it over there so we can cut them both out together. And yes, this card does take a little bit more to do, but sometimes you gotta do those kind of cards, especially if it's for someone special. All right. Well, I could have, but I didn't color his beak yet. That didn't go on there well. The little ones I really have trouble with. I think I got it all lined up and then I move my finger and whoops, there it goes. Let's stay. I think I must have just a smidge of glue on my fingers. Okay. I've got the die cut machine right next to me here. I'm just going to run it through fast. There. Sure, now you're going to stick when I pull it out. The second card we're going to make goes super fast. So, like I say, bear with me. This is worth it. I'm going to take the dark lemon lolly and just, if I can get it open, put a little bit here on the beak. That's all the color I'm going to do on that. Okay. Misty Moonlight. I think you are here. Yes, I'm going to take the light Misty Moonlight and see how that looks first. I don't think I wanted any darker because I want the accent lines to show that are in Secret Sea. But I will add the dark just to the back of the rim back here. There. Got it. Get these little parts and pieces over, and let's grab our circle. So we're going to put the dark one on the front. And we'll put the light one on the inside. There, okay. Our chair is going to go on here. Our bird is going next to him. The coffee is going to go up here on that. So I'm just going to put a little dab of glue on there just to get it started. We are going to pop the chair up. See, I like this chair because it, you know, it has the slats so you can see through the DSP. Try that again, Jean. You're going to have to put some disinfectant on my hands. There. So you can see the pattern running through it. The other one does not, is solid, so you don't, it would cover it up. I sat and I looked at it and I thought, oh, nuts. That's not going to work. Sorry, my nose is dripping. When you stand over a table, it does that. Okay. So, I'm going to go ahead and glue him on. Did I? Wait a minute. I think I popped him up. Let me look. Nope, I glued him down. The one that I made, I didn't put the rings on. Let's put you there. And I'll grab my little mini glue dots. They're here someplace. Where, oh, where did you go? There they are. Okay. I think I can do a big one here. Alright, and we're going to cut a little line here. This is going to go across the top. Of the back of the chair. Oh, come on. Okay. I think I'll put one on the coffee cup. And, as I learned my lesson the other day, I add a little bit on the chair leg. Come on. Well, this is not cooperating. Oh, it's so thin that I can't. Try a fresh side here. The legs on the chairs are so thin. Come on. Let's see if this is going to work. Okay. Oh, for Pete's sakes. Fine, go that way. All right, got one. Sorry if I'm off camera. All right. I'm just going to lightly put this on here. Nope, I want it down because I like that to be showing up above. I'm going to take some light pecan pie. And we're just going to add a little bit of color underneath it to ground it. Okay, now let's get the backing off of the rest of the pieces. Okay, so this height of this table is not good for my back. It's hurting. I'm going to have to move either the table up or I'm going to have to sit down. And I think once I finish this one, I'm going to sit down. I love that. Okay. We could put I don't know. Maybe I won't. We'll think about that one. All right. Now, we are going to put a circle that I cut out using the Stylish Shapes, the largest round circle in white. And I already cut it out to save us a little time. And this is going to go in here as far as we can put it. So I am going to use Stamp & Seal Plus. On this. And we are going to put this in here. It's not going to be lined up perfectly. And then I'm going to, I put it away already, I think. No, I didn't. Alright, where did my, there it is. Pencil go. We're going to, one more circle we're drawing lightly. And then we can stamp our image on there. And let's see. Oh, what did I do here? That was stupid, Jean. Okay. We are going to make this a... It could be either a birthday or it could be a Father's Day card. You tell me which we should do. what your vote is. Come here. So we're going to put today is your day down here. And I should have the stamp that says relax. Yep, right here. And we're going to stamp it in the basic gray. So birthday or Father's Day. That is your what you need to decide. And I am going to add a little bit of glue on there. I don't know how that got on there. Okay. I'm going to take and run the Stampin' Plus around the outside edge. So we want this glued down really well. You want birthday? You got her. And then I'm just going to run a couple of big ones here. Okay. And we will take our little circle off. Come on. There we go. We're going to line this up in here, like so, and then push it down so it's adhered to this back. All right, now the magic. This guy is going to go in here, like so. And when the card is opened, let's see, I gotta make sure I'm doing this right. When the card is open, is this going to work? Yes. Okay. We have to glue. Sorry, I suddenly forgot what I needed to do next. We are going to glue this piece to this. So, I'm like, why isn't this working? Okay. I'm going to pick it up and just make sure that it's even on the bottom. It is. Don't need this yet. This piece is going to go in here, like so. So when we open it up, this is going to slide over. And we are going to put happy birthday on there. Or have a great birthday. And I'll put it down low. So we can put a flying seagull on there. Piece of gray. I'm telling you, this card made me work up a sweat. Oh. There we go. And our seagull, flying seagull, here we go. And then when this is closed, I want to put another seagull on the front up here. Okay, now to make sure that it holds together well, there's one, because right now it's kind of flippy-flappy. We're going to come back in here and we're going to put glue on this side of the score line for the back panel. And we're going to glue that down. And it should work just fine. We're just going to kind of hold this. And that helps hold that together. That still hasn't caught yet. So have you ever seen that card made before? Oh, yeah. Thanks a lot, Char. That would be one that you'd have to have in an assembly line for sure. For sure. But I just think it's such a cool card with that. And you could put another ring in here. Maybe we'll do that. Let me grab some paper here out of my drawer. Let's see. That looks like it might maybe be big enough. That's what's nice about doing this. Is that big enough? Ooh, not quite. Leave that up here, Jean. And when I saw the video of this card being made, come on, I feel like I should have something that's not too big. There we go. That should work. She actually was using a floral design. She took and stamped on this so that it was tone on tone. And I thought, well, we could have, you know, maybe put some of the seagulls on there, I guess. You never know. If you choose this one, there might be seagulls on that page. I'll think about that one. But putting these rings on here help if it's not quite lined up right. Kind of pulls it together. It needs to go this way just a bit. Okay. Let's see how that's going to look on there. You don't want to put another piece of DSP on here. Well, I suppose you could. After you punch the hole, you could lay the DSP or glue the DSP on here, and then you'd have to punch it out again. I don't know. It just seemed like a lot of messing around. Where my glue go? Here it is. So today I decided to dig back in. I have a little box that I have put different card designs in that I was, see, I should have let that sit. I was too anxious to get this on here. That has different types of card designs. So it's just samples. And I thought, I'm going to do something different. I get into a rut and I feel like I'm doing the same cards all the time. I don't know if you ever feel that way. But, you know, sometimes it's like, well, if it works and you can do it real good, you know, why not keep doing it? I don't know. Okay, let me show you the ones that I made. So this is the one that I did, same design, that, but it does not have the rings on it. And then this is the one that has that other stamped image of the chair that's die cut, and that was this one. But once I had made this and I saw this piece of the pattern sitting on my desk, I thought, oh, that would be so cool. And I measured it and I'm like, oh my gosh, I only have to take 1/4 of an inch off of that and I can use it? Well, that's just meant to be. So that's the one I made for this one. And this one, I put a bike in it. This one's Rick's birthday or Father's Day card. I thought this will be good for him since he bikes. So that's why I decided to hang on to that one. Otherwise, I would have put the pieces together so that it was ready to assemble. But anyway, so this is card number 1. All right, I have to move the desk down. Hang on a second. The light's gonna go off, and you're gonna get further away, but I'll adjust it. All right, what's going on here? Go all the way down, bring my chair in. Okay. Now let's get you guys lined up. And down and out. Turn the light back on. Well, that's good. All right. Oh, I was feeling it between my shoulders. I've been doing a little weightlifting for my Camino trip, and it's just 2-pound weights. It's no big deal, but man, it's amazing. Just those 2 pounds, how much... Oh, this still isn't done all the way. There we go. And the light goes off again. There we go. Yeah, I think we can manage. This one's going to go really fast. We're going to use the linen thread. We've got 1 piece of Old Olive, 2.5 by 11. This over here. Piece of cardstock that's 4 by 5 1/4. A base here that's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. These are going to go together. And a piece, I had to use the fish. 2 1/4 by 5 1/4, and a white piece of cardstock that's 2 1/4 by 5 1/4. You probably can already figure out what we're going to do. We're going to take this piece and we're going to score it at 5 1/2. Oh goodness gracious! So now my phone's ringing. Let me see if I can get it to not. It was my good friend Walt. It's like, come on, buddy. You know I do live videos on Tuesday nights. All right. So we've got this. I'll take these off. And I gotta tell you, I was trying to figure out a color to go with this paper. And for the life of me this afternoon, this stripe looked like it was a cross between Lost Lagoon and, I don't know, something else. It looked blue-green to me. And then I looked on the back of the package. Oh, no, it's gray. But I already had the old olive cut, which brings out the other little stripes here. Okay, let's glue this together. And there. And then we are going to take this piece. It's going to go right on top here in the center. Like I say, this one's easy peasy. Ooh. I'm going to put extra. I could have probably used the stamp and seal on that. But I like to be able to move it around if I need to. So this is going to line up top and bottom. Try to get it as straight as possible on the sides. Okay. Our fish are going on top of this. And this could be any width you would want to do. This is just exactly what was on the sample that I had. This is going to go on the inside with our inside sentiment on it. That off. And then I cut out a pair of oars from the DSP. And we have a piece here that we are going to put Happy Father's Day on. This one you don't have a choice. Because I got the paper out here to do it. Sorry. We're going to do it in old olive. And like so. I think, how much do we have? Oh, we got plenty of room. I'm going to just do this on an angle. All right. So this, I think, I'm going to try popping this up just to lift it away from that. See if there's enough room here. Ooh, just big ones. All right. This is one to do when you're in a hurry. Just gonna put this on here like so. And this is going to go over the top here. So we'll put a small dimensional on each end. And a spot of glue in the middle. Maybe. There. And Okay. And inside we'll stamp, I got the Happy Father's Day already. Today is your day. Is there anything else? Nah, I think we're just going to put today is your day. But we could take these two little cattails that I had floating around here. We could color those quick and put them on. I think. Let's see. I put that for the cattail. And light and dark. Okay, let's get this color. We just need something else on there. That's looking a little sad there by itself. All right, now this is the dark. Yes. I'm just going to kind of put kind of little lines on here. All right. I'm going to go over it with the light. I'm going to go up on here. This around. This around. Should have a piece of paper underneath this. Oh well. Instead of getting it all over my silicone mat. I think I'm going to have to go over it a little bit more with the dark. Just come here. And then I'm going to use that really dark bronze. What is it? That is SU100 for the tops. These the grass that you try to stamp, I don't know. I have a hard time with that. With wanting to get two different colors on there, it makes it a little difficult. I think the cattails are a little bit easier to do. Let's see, that goes in here. Yeah. All right, so. Do we want to, let's see. I know what we can do. Nope, that one. We'll put him in the middle. There's the gray. Crushed curry. Let's see if I can get a little crushed curry across the bottom here. See if there's any on the brush. Oh, there is. All right. And not Night of Navy. That one, I don't know what that is. All right. Balmy blue. It just zhuzhes it up a little bit. You certainly wouldn't have to do that. All right, now I got to try to get a wee bit of glue on here. And we have to color his little beaky. Like so. Alright. Start over here. There, that's not so bad. Sometimes you have more control over the glue coming out when it's getting down to the bottom than you do when it is full. Cover. All right. And then we'll have our drawing. Get over here. Hey, he looks kind of cute. All right, let's put this inside. Oh, we should maybe put some gems or something on here. I didn't even think about that. I didn't do it on the other one either, did I? As soon as I pressed down hard, it had to move. Oh, I like that. Okay, let's see what I got here. Let's. I don't think so. Nope. I don't know what color. Oh, here. I think that might work. Or this one. Yep. Those are our choices. All right, let's see. These are awfully big, but maybe they wouldn't be too bad. That's the right color. These are going to be mossy, mossy meadow. These are a no. All right, where did the? Oh, here it is. What do you think? I think I like these better. Oh boy, do I have a mess to clean up tonight here on my desk. Let's put a big one over here in that white space. And, oh, I was going to put some twine on this one. We can still do that. gosh, do I have a mess here? Where is that? Here it is. Everything is over to my left. Okay, we're just going to wrap it around up here at the top. All right, let's get this straightened out. Whoops. Thought I had it twisted through and I didn't. Oy vey. Okay, this one's going to be a challenge. Come on, get down there, finger. I think I could do ribbon easier. Let me try it in this direction. Where's my tweezers? I'll give that a try. I don't like these tweezers. Someday I'm going to replace them. Just there. Oh, it's like having an extra couple fingers in there. Oh, come on. It's like I haven't ever tied a bow, for crying out loud. Yay, score. Okay, now we don't want it to be that long. There. Whew! Can work up a sweat doing that too. There. That just adds a little bit of something there on the top. I like this. If my daddy was alive, I'd give him that as his Father's Day card. He loved to fish. Okay, let's bring back that other one that we made, and that's this one. Maybe we can put a couple on down at the bottom down here. I think I should be using the other end. There. There. Much better. There. Okay. We got her. Whew. Let me tell you, I had to work for this one tonight. Alrighty. Let me clear this off, but oh, I really like these. Like magic card. Okay. And we got our ice cream shop. And we have this one. I can't remember which one we did first. But I guess it doesn't matter. No, we did this one first. That's right, because I used the other DSP. Have a great birthday. And today is your day. Have a great birthday. So these are both birthday cards. Okay, let's see who's lucky tonight. And I didn't get a chance to even go through and welcome everybody else here. So, Kelly, I don't think I said hi to you. And Lori, I didn't say hi to you. Welcome, welcome. Carol, I think I did to you. I'm so glad you could join me tonight. And I'm glad you like these cards. Yes, I like giving special cards to people that I really like or have a good connection with. I'll go the extra mile when I'm making a card for them. Kelly, it's your lucky day. Number 1. Where'd my pen go? Oh, in the drawer. So, Kelly, you can choose whichever one you want. Congratulations. Just let me know. Thanks, Laura. I'm glad you liked the cards. Thanks, Carol. The ice cream, you got it. I'll be sending, oops, this one. The Wilson's ice cream from up in Door County. Oh, well, I hope that you've all had a chance to take a look at all the new stuff that's available now to look at. Oh, this, for some reason, this time it was a really long wait, if you ask me, for this catalog to go live. Maybe we had, I think we had a longer period of being able to order maybe. Instead of a month, it was like a month and a half. That makes it hard. And it'll be probably that way again once we hit the middle of July. I bet you we'll be able to order for the next catalog for the September one. I don't know. It's like, wow. So, I hope you enjoyed tonight. I enjoyed showing you these cards, and I hope you give them a try once, especially that really super easy one. I like that one. You can do so many different things with that one. Let me grab that. The card that I had was a Christmas card, and I had the front paper had been embossed with snowflakes on it, and then gone over with blending brush and had colored in some of the snowflakes. But that was kind of cute. And I thought, oh, this would be easy. This would be an easy one to make. This would be fun. So anyway, thank you for joining me. Okay, yep, do that, Kelly. And if you, well, this one's an easy one. It's just, once you get this one, you'll be able to, if you get, you'll get the measurements off of it easy enough. I'll put this one away. I'm getting confused here. Sheesh. But anyway, I did have the measurements down for the ones that I made tonight. So give them a try. And I will see you guys on Sunday night. Have a great week. And enjoy the cooler weather again. Supposed to have frost warnings tonight for us. I don't know about you guys, but it's frost warnings for us. Yay. I'm never going to be able to get out there and put my tomato plants in the ground. That's all I've got bought so far. I have not gone out and done any buying, and normally I have by now. So, oh well. Have a good evening. I will see you Sunday night. Thank you again for tuning in. I really super appreciate it. Thank you. Good night.